First of all, we're going to look at the quads, muscles that come down the front of the thigh here. So nice and simple, use something to steady you. Bring the foot up behind you, hold with the hand, try and keep the knees as level as possible, and then pushing the hips forwards, trying to keep the heel in touch with your bottom if you can, holding that for a good 20 if not 30 seconds. After maybe 15 seconds or so, you should just feel everything give a bit, and then you should be able to stretch and push even more. Okay, now we're going to look at some stretches for the hamstrings, the muscles that run down the back of the leg. Very commonly tight in runners, so really important that you stretch these out, certainly after you've had a decent run or any sort of workout, trying to keep them as flexible as possible. Dead simple, using a step, you're going to take one leg up onto the step, put all the weight onto the other leg, and then dropping down with the weight on the opposite leg and holding that stretch there. You can bring the toes back towards you, point them away, just to get a bit of a pulse through, holding for a good 20 to 30 seconds, and then easing off. So now we're going to look at a way to stretch out and loosen off the ITB. A few of you may have heard of that, quite common again in runners. Can cause pain on the outside of the knee and down the outside of the leg. So it's important to stretch that out and keep it as mobile as possible. So a good way to work on it is to use a foam roller. Not for the faint-hearted, it is quite painful to do it with a foam roller, and I'll show you how to do it now. So place the foam roller down, going onto your side, keeping the legs nice and straight, dropping down onto the elbow, and you're going to just literally roll up and down, right up to the hip, right down to the outside of the knee. Up and down. Move around a little bit as well. It's a fairly broad structure, so there are different parts to it that will need working. If you try these exercises and stretches at home and you're still experiencing problems, please do get in touch, because there is definitely something we can do to help.